Did you know that simply stroking 4 specific points on your body each night can help you fall into a deep sleep without taking a single pill? You might not believe it, but the truth is, more than 1/3 of people over the age of 60 are dealing with chronic insomnia. They lie awake all night, eyes wide open until morning. Their bodies feel drained. Their minds are tense. Their memory starts to fade. And just one sleepless night can significantly increase the risk of falling unstable blood pressure or a racing heart. Many people end up relying on sleeping pills. But here is the thing, pills are only a temporary fix. Over time, they can make your mind feel foggy, leave your heart feeling jittery, and worse, lead to dependency and a loss of control. Then you find yourself needing more medication just to deal with the side effects of the first one, trapped in a tiring cycle with no way out. But what if I told you that you do not have to feel helpless, and you are definitely not alone? Because with just 4 gentle touch points each night, you can help your body relax, calm your nervous system, and bring your mind back to a state of balance, so sleep can come to you gently, just like it did when you were young. Before we dive deeper into how it works, I want you to leave a comment below with a positive affirmation, something like a small promise to yourself to attract good things. For example, I deserve a peaceful night's sleep, or any other wish you may have. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on content like this again. Let's create a space full of positive energy to grow together and live a healthier life every single day. Now you might be wondering, how could a few light strokes possibly create such a magical effect? The answer lies within your very own body, a body that was once a perfectly functioning machine, and even after all these years still holds incredibly delicate self-healing mechanisms. At this stage in life, your skin and nervous system are more sensitive than ever. A gentle touch done the right way in the right spot is not just about touching the surface of your skin. It is actually activating thousands of nerve endings directly connected to the parts of your brain that control emotion and sleep. As you perform these movements, your brain immediately responds by releasing serotonin, the hormone that makes you feel good, and melatonin, the hormone that guides you into sleep. And the best part is, this method does no harm and does not interfere with your body's natural rhythms the way medication does. You do not need to remember the names of these hormones. Just remember this, your body knows how to heal itself if you know how to listen and work with it. There is no pain involved here, no need to press hard, no need to worry about pressing the wrong spot. It is simply a gentle, consistent action, like a quiet lullaby you give yourself every night. And what is even more remarkable is that studies show when the body is touched the right way, the parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for rest and recovery, gets fully activated. Your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure becomes more stable, and your mind becomes as calm as a still lake. And in that state, sleep comes to you as naturally as breathing. Understanding the concept is one thing, but it is the specific touch points below that hold the real key to unlocking a full night of restful sleep. Number 1, between the eyebrows. The second point, and also one of the easiest areas to stimulate, is located right between the eyebrows. In traditional Eastern medicine, this area is often referred to as the Yin Tang point. You might have never noticed it, but this spot is actually packed with nerve endings, linked to emotional processing and focus. According to traditional medicine, this is where energy and blood from the head converge, directly influencing the central nervous system. As we age, the forehead often becomes unconsciously tense from a day filled with anxious thoughts, whether it is about family health, finances, or old memories. Over time, this tension becomes habitual, making the forehead feel heavy, the eyes tired, and the mind unable to settle down. That is why gently stroking the Yin Tang point is such a simple yet powerful way to release mental pressure. When you softly run your finger from between your eyebrows upward onto your forehead, a series of calming signals is sent to your brain. It tells your nervous system you are being cared for. There is nothing to fear. That small sensation is the key that unlocks deep relaxation, a foundation for quality sleep. To do this, get into a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down as long as your body feels at ease. Then use the index finger of your dominant hand and place it lightly between your eyebrows. Gently stroke upward in a straight line toward your forehead, using a touch so soft it feels like you are gliding across water without causing a ripple. Each stroke should last about 5 to 7 seconds, and let your breath match the motion, inhaling as you start exhaling as you finish. Repeat this movement about 10 to 15 times. You may close your eyes while doing it to enhance your connection with yourself. The more attention you pay to this area, the more you will feel the tension melt away, leaving behind a soft, warm, and peaceful forehead. Number 2, the soles of your feet. Of all the areas on the body, the soles of the feet might be the last place we think of when it comes to sleep. However, in traditional Eastern medicine, there is an incredibly important pressure point located right in the center of the sole called Yongquan, which means bubbling spring from the depths. This poetic name reflects the role of the point. It is the beginning of the kidney meridian, which is tied to life, energy, vitality, and internal stability. The Yongquan point sits in the slight depression at the center of your sole, just a bit closer to the second toe. It is considered the root of the body, the gateway for drawing energy downward. When your mind is overactive, energy often rises to the head, leading to headaches, dizziness, insomnia, or even hot flashes. Stimulating this point is like opening a release valve, drawing that excess energy back down and restoring balance to the nervous system. Massaging this spot is more than a physical act. It is a way of grounding yourself, of reconnecting with stability and peace. It is like stepping barefoot on cool grass or warm sand. Instantly, you feel lighter and more present in the real world. To do this, get into a relaxed position, either seated or lying down. Using your thumb, whichever hand feels comfortable, press into the soft area in the center of your sole. Begin making gentle circular strokes, moving toward the second toe. The motion should be slow and steady, with just enough pressure to slightly shift the skin, but never cause pain. Here is a helpful tip. Use essential oils. Lavender peppermint or warming ginger oil can boost circulation, gently stimulate the nervous system, and add a deeper sense of calm. They also warm up the sole of the foot, which is especially helpful for older adults who often experience cold feet at night, a common reason for restless sleep. After just a few minutes, you may notice your whole body cooling down. The heaviness in your head, the neck tension, and the stress built up throughout the day begin to fade. Your mind slows down, your body feels heavier, and you naturally slip into a dreamy, relaxed state right on the edge of sleep. Number 3, behind the earlobes. Last but not least, there is a small but surprisingly powerful point located just behind the earlobes. In traditional Eastern medicine, this is known as the Anmian point, which literally means peaceful sleep. The name itself hints at the deeply calming effects it has on your sleep. This area is packed with nerve endings and tiny blood vessels all connected to the central nervous system, especially the parts of the brain that control emotions, stress levels, and relaxation. What makes this point so unique is how it connects physical sensitivity with emotional memory. Physically, it is a region that responds quickly to gentle touch. Emotionally, it can bring back a subconscious sense of being comforted, like the soft embrace or soothing caress we remember from childhood. That is why when you stimulate this point correctly, it often brings about a deep emotional comfort, like someone whispering to you, "It is okay, you are safe now." To begin, bring your body into a deeply relaxed state. Lie flat on your back with a low pillow so your neck and shoulders are free. Then use your thumb to locate the soft indentation just behind your earlobe where the ear meets the skull. That is your ideal starting point. Use your thumb to make gentle circular strokes around this area, moving clockwise. Do not apply too much pressure, just enough to feel the skin moving slightly with your touch. The motion should be smooth and rounded, as if you were drawing small spirals of light. Spend about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, and if you can close your eyes to better sense the wave of relaxation spreading from behind your ear down through your neck, shoulders, and chest. You will begin to feel the effect quickly, even after the first few strokes. A dreamy drowsiness starts to wash over you like a soft fog rolling over a forest at dawn. Breathe slowly and deeply. With each gentle stroke, imagine peeling away layers of tension and dissolving the lingering worries from your day. Number 4. Inner wrist. The wrist is one of the most sensitive areas of the body, yet it is often overlooked in daily life. But in traditional Eastern medicine, the inner wrist, especially near the pinky finger, contains an important pressure point called Shenman, or the gate of spirit. In traditional medicine, pressure points are believed to be intersections of energy pathways, or qi, that flow through the body via channels known as meridians. When a point becomes blocked or imbalanced, it can show up as physical or emotional symptoms. The Shenman point is said to connect the body and the mind, closely linked to the heart and emotions. When you are stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, the energy in this area can become chaotic. But with the right kind of gentle touch, you can help restore the flow and bring your nervous system back into balance. To locate it, look at the inner side of your wrist, right at the crease closest to your palm, near the pinky side. Next to the prominent tendon, you will find a small indentation that is where the Shenman point lies. When you touch it gently, the sensory nerves under the skin send calming signals to the emotional center of your brain. Your heart rate begins to slow, your breathing evens out, and you start to feel a sense of safety. To do this, use your index finger to lightly stroke from the Shenman point down your wrist, following a straight path of about 1 to 1.5 inches, or about 3 to 4 centimeters. Each stroke should last around 5 to 7 seconds, matching your breath inhale, as you start exhale as you finish. Think of it as a synchronized dance between your hand and your breath, where gentle movement on the outside awakens peace on the inside. Do this for about 1 to 2 minutes on each wrist. This method is especially effective for those who tend to wake up in the middle of the night with a racing heart or a restless mind. Stroking the Shenman point is like soothing your heart, reassuring yourself that you are no longer in danger, that there is no need to stay on edge, you are safe now. Once you understand and master the 4 key touch points that guide the body into deep sleep, the next important step is choosing the right timing and environment to maximize their effectiveness. Just like a song needs to begin on the right beat, these gentle stroking techniques need to be performed at the right moment to become part of a complete sleep ritual. The ideal time to do these movements is about 20 to 30 minutes before you go to bed. That is when your body's natural rhythm begins to slow down and your senses are no longer overstimulated by bright lights or loud sounds. Doing this during that window helps your body shift from alertness into rest mode in a natural, effortless way. However, posture also plays a critical role. You should choose a sitting or lying position that keeps your spine straight, your abdomen relaxed, and your lungs free to take deep breaths. Avoid leaning forward like when you are hunched over in a chair, as this can restrict your breathing and make it harder to fully relax. The best position is sitting with your back supported or lying flat on your back with your knees slightly elevated using a soft pillow. Your surroundings matter too. A quiet room with soft lighting and calming background sounds can significantly support your nervous system. Try turning on a warm yellow nightlight. This kind of light does not interfere with your body's melatonin production, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. If you like, you can also play some light meditation music like rainfall flowing water or soft piano melodies. These sounds act like an emotional blanket, gently wrapping you in peace and comfort. Another small but powerful addition: apply a little lavender essential oil to your wrists, behind your ears, or on the soles of your feet before you begin. Lavender has long been shown to calm the nervous system, lower heart rate, and improve sleep quality. Its subtle scent works like an invisible signal, gently telling your brain, it is time to rest now. When all of these elements come together, gentle stroking, calming environment, soothing scents, they create a deeply personal and meaningful bedtime ritual. One that not only helps you fall asleep, but also makes you feel cared for and loved by your very own self. Once you have built a healthy bedtime habit, it is even better to include a few gentle practices to enhance the experience and ease your body into deeper relaxation. One simple yet effective way to begin your nighttime routine is by soaking your feet in warm water with ginger and sea salt. Your feet, carrying the weight of your entire body all day, deserve care as one of the most vital parts. When you soak them in warm water, the blood vessels in your soles expand, your whole body starts to warm up. Blood circulation improves and your nervous system begins to settle down. Ginger has warming and mild anti-inflammatory properties and helps with detoxification through the skin. Sea salt helps disinfect and balance energy. Just 10 to 15 minutes of foot soaking each night gives your body a solid foundation to ease into deep sleep. After soaking your feet, you might want to enjoy a cup of gentle herbal tea. Lotus seed tea, chamomile or passion flower are all herbs that have been used for hundreds of years in natural medicine to support better sleep. Lotus seed calms the mind and regulates the heartbeat. Chamomile not only smells lovely, but also soothes the stomach and nervous system. Passion flower, with its slightly bitter taste, is especially good for those who overthink, worry a lot, or often wake up in the middle of the night. What matters most is choosing a caffeine-free tea and drinking it about 30 minutes before doing the stroking techniques, giving your body enough time to absorb the calming effects. There is another important reminder, often overlooked: try not to eat dinner too late, especially after 7 o'clock in the evening. When you eat close to bedtime, your stomach continues working while the rest of your body is trying to rest. This not only makes falling asleep harder, but it can also strain the liver, the heart, and the nervous system. If you do feel hungry late at night, just have something light, like a soft fruit such as a banana, or a few slices of avocado, foods that are easy to digest and have gentle calming properties. And lastly, but just as important, stay away from screens, your phone, the television, or any electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime. The blue light from these screens can block your body's production of melatonin, which is critical for sleep. But even more concerning is the content you consume: news, social media, emails, messages. All of it can keep your mind in a state of high alert. Instead, spend the final hour before bed reading a light book, listening to calming music, or simply having a warm conversation with a loved one. Each of these small habits, when arranged thoughtfully and practiced consistently, can come together to form a deeply personal sleep ritual, one where your body is not just resting, but truly healing every night. The solution to better sleep is not always found in a pill. Sometimes a gentle gesture toward your own body is all it takes to help you rest peacefully. It could be a light stroke across your forehead, a small circle behind your ear, or simply placing your hand on your wrist to feel your own heartbeat. If tonight you decide to try what you have just learned, do not forget to come back here and leave a comment that says, "I feel more at peace." That is more than just feedback. It is a promise to yourself, a promise to seek stillness, to invite healing, and to love yourself in the softest, most gentle way possible. And if you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about, especially those who lie awake in the middle of the night, the ones you know truly deserve a peaceful night's sleep. Let us build a community together, a space for people who know how to care for their bodies, who listen to every breath, and who cherish every minute of rest. Because only when we sleep well can we truly live fully tomorrow.